I'm Jackie Stamp and I'm the Chief Executive of New Pathways. New Pathways provides specialised counselling and advice advocacy to people who've experienced rape and sexual abuse. So highly traumatic issues.
My name is Iris Whitney. I'm the volunteer coordinator for Cwm Women's Aid in the Cwm Valley, and this current year we've received a grant from the Volunteering in Wales Fund to help with our work.
A huge difference to certainly the people that we support, but not only the people that we support, also the organisation. Our clients now on this scheme have input into the organisation. They volunteer in lots of different schemes, therefore they have an input into the organisation. We firmly believe that once you've been through the services, you understand what that is like, and therefore you've got something valid to input into the service. So the organisation has grown because of it. We understand more about our client group, but also our clients are building their skills, they're refreshing old skills, building their confidence and self-esteem.
Well, actually it's made a huge impact because we require very specialised volunteering from the volunteers that come to us. They have to have not just qualifications in the specific area, which is counselling. They also have to have a lot of specialised training to deal with the very vulnerable people that come to New Pathways. The Volunteer in Wales grant actually allowed us to provide a trainer and who provided support as well as training and coordination for those volunteers, which was absolutely key to us providing increased service provision, which is our bottom line. So it actually has been key to the development of our volunteering project.
We applied for the Volunteering in Wales grant because this was a grant that would allow us to develop a bespoke scheme, particularly for our client group. We work with people who are particularly vulnerable, who have complex needs and multiple issues, those associated with homelessness. This scheme allowed us to develop something that they could access because they wouldn't have access to usual mainstream programmes. So the Underrepresented Groups Fund allowed us to do that. We
support women and children who have been victims of domestic abuse, and the Volunteering in Wales Fund grant has enabled my post as volunteer coordinator to recruit, train and supervise extra volunteers so that we can help to support more women in the community, and it's expanded our service considerably.
Yeah, actually it was quite rigorous, which I guess it should be, but I found them very supportive. I found that they gave us lots of information. We were able to, it wasn't as time consuming as some applications, to be honest, but actually it was very in-depth. So that sounds a little bit contrary, but in general we found the applications, the process quite good.
The application process was fine. It wasn't too long. We felt that we could put in what we needed to put in to explain what we wanted to do, and we had all the information timely in the time that we were going to, so that we could get the scheme up and running, so we could get things in place.
The application process is quite stringent, and I think you have to. Well, it took me 3 times before we actually were successful in obtaining a grant, but I think it's thorough and it's very fair. I think the feedback helped me enormously because after the first year I was a bit disappointed being unsuccessful, but when I applied in subsequent years, as I said, it took me 3 times to get a grant, the feedback from the WCVA was so useful that it helped me to improve each time. I would say keep trying. It's well worth it in the end, and the Volunteering in Wales Fund advisors are very helpful, and the feedback's great.
Absolutely, go ahead and apply for it. It will allow you to make a programme, as I said earlier, that's bespoke specifically for your client group. If you work with underrepresented groups, it's well worth it.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, because I think that lots of people, lots of funders in our experience don't really understand the specialist nature of volunteers, and they think that maybe volunteers don't cost anything to an organisation. That's far from the truth. If you're actually to give good, solid support to your volunteers, and you're able to provide such increased work for your service provision. I think that you have to have a funder who understands the nature of your work, and I do think Volunteering Fund, they understand that.